In this video, I want to briefly cover what you can find for this course in Blackboard, and specifically the discussion board. So one of the first things you'll be able to find is the announcements, and there aren't any right now, but as the course goes on, at various times you'll get some announcements. The syllabus can be found here, the online textbook, which is just simply a link to the online textbook, which you can see more about in other videos. On Alex, you have the course code, and this will change from semester to semester, but here's the course code right here. You're going to want to check for the current one for your semester. You can find your grades here, and you can also find the discussion board. So you'll notice that there are two discussion boards here. The first is the required discussion board. And this, for each unit, and you can find on the schedule when each unit is due, you want to go into the unit and create a thread. Now, when you're creating a thread, what you're going to want to read is the Unit 1 description. And it gives you some leading questions that can help you to formulate your post. The post should be 150 words, approximately. They should be in your own words, so don't copy and paste them from a website. And they shouldn't be just a list of answers to these questions. Instead, they should be written as a paragraph. You may not want to try to cover all of these questions because you could probably answer any one of these questions in 150 words. So it's probably not the best idea to try to answer all of them. So pick the ones that interest you or that you know the most about, or whatever the case may be, and formulate a 150 word post that kind of talks about the general idea and responds to those different questions. So in the first one, it's Unit 1, Essential Ideas in Chemistry, and it says what is dimensional analysis and what can it be used for. Discuss an example of where dimensional analysis is used in everyday life, so on and so forth. So dimensional analysis is one of these fundamental things that we use in chemistry that's in the first chapter. So you can write a 150 word post about that. Again, the discussion board is used because they're in an online class, there's no communication. So students would normally talk about these types of things, before class, after class, outside of class, whatever. And in order to not miss that part of the learning that occurs, we've decided to try to at least mimic that as best we can online. So for each unit, again, due dates are available on the course schedule. You can develop a post. The other thing I want to show you in the discussion boards is we have this optional problem solving peer discussion board. And here we suggest that you might ask questions of your peers. Those questions might be mathematical in nature or maybe not. And then peers can log in and other classmates can log in and try to answer those questions. If it's a mathematical question, I would suggest writing out the answer on a piece of paper, taking a picture of that piece of paper, and then uploading the picture. This is not required. This is an optional problem-solving discussion board. It will not be strenuously monitored by instructors, but it does give you an opportunity to ask questions that you may have about the course. So if you do have any questions, whether they're what does something mean, I didn't understand something in the video, I'm not sure how to solve this problem, and things like that, this is a place where you can ask those questions. So this has been a very brief overview of Blackboard. I should note that yours is going to look a little bit different than mine because this is the instructor version, but basically it gives you a general idea.